Well, I'm at Hartlen Point, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what I intended to do today. These clouds rolled in as I was on my way here. I don't think they're supposed to be here, but they are. And I can't find the water that I wanted. So this isn't Bay of Fundy Tide. This is the Atlantic Ocean, the mouth of the harbor, Halifax Harbor. But I think the tide's too far out for what I wanted. So I wanted to, now that it's warm, to shoot a shot that I printed in December. So obviously I didn't want to come out here in the winter and freeze my butt off, but it's a nice abstract image. Yeah, so the idea was to have bright sun, rippling water. The sun catches the highlights of the water and it creates that nice look, and then I was going to go through the process and for that. So right now, no rippling water. I might be able to find some of those color abstracts, but hopefully the sun pops out. But I'm going to quickly shoot this Derelict Lighthouse with the telephoto because I like the wispiness of the clouds up there. So that'll be the first shot probably. Well, let's go look for some color in the water or tidal pools. So just looking for neat, colorful things in the water or neat things to shoot. Again, I don't have that bright light, don't have rippling water for that effect, but hopefully some vibrant shots here. So overcast, the sun's almost directly overhead, so I gotta watch out for my shadow. And then I do have the polarizer on, trying to cut through some of that, but I'll probably just use the DA slider. But let's see if we can see anything cool here. So I'm quickly going to jump to the office here and show you what I'm doing in post to get the images. So here's the raw file, and I'm just going to go through on the side here some of the adjustments I made, but I started off with just auto settings, which more or less just brightens the image up. And then I played around with trying to get my color correct, and DAs, and then we'll add some tint to get rid of the grainy hues. And this was a little painful, but we got there. So it's in temperature. So then you crank up the saturation a bit. Make it a little bit more bright. Add some clarity. Tweak the color ever so slightly. Add a little bit more vibrance. Darken it up a little. Do some edge masking for the sharpening. And then we crop to taste. Trying to get some of the larger things not on the edges. Add a little vignette. And then I lowered the blue hues just a wee bit, as well as the aqua, just to get rid of the blue in there. And then I went through and kind of just did edge patrol, so taking out some of the distractions along the edges. And then that's for the most part the final result. I'd go through and also look for any like garbage or anything like that, but most of these images were pretty clean in that regard. So I think it's these pools that were draining into the ocean when the tide was higher that I was shooting at before. So again, there's no water here. I'm looking for interesting little rocks and bright colors, contrast, that kind of thing. There's nothing like crazy. Now I'm also looking for like starfish or a crab or something else interesting, but it's a lot of barnacles. Well, nothing super cool. The sun hasn't come out and it's cloud everywhere. So I'm gonna leave Hartlen Point behind, which is a hot spot for birding. Nothing crazy, gulls and some ducks. But on the way back, I'm gonna take a peek at another location for a wood duck, just because I'm somewhat in the area. And why not add more disappointment into another video? I don't think that's gonna work. There's a little hill in the middle that would kind of muck everything up, and if I go too high, it's in the way. And that's... Did find some crabs. They weren't very vibrant, and they didn't like being picked up. And no, I didn't drive onto the pathway like my phone suggests. Well, no wood duck, no any ducks. At least that I'm seeing here right now. Big area though.